Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday, and welcome back to another episode of the Mindminx show. I am your favorite Mindminx, and we are here live on location at the beautiful Coquito Blu, located in Whitestone, New York, with the one and only Chef Ricardo Cardona. Hello, sir.
Cardona.
Oh, really?
Cardona.
I apologize. Say it again.
Cardona.
Cardona. I apologize. Wait, let's bring this closer to you.
Okay.
All right. So, Cardona. My apologies. Oh my God, I'm nervous. I got instantly nervous. Hello, sir.
That's the impact.
The super.
How are you?
Dude, well, not only.
It's my voice.
It's 100% your voice. You do. You have that, like, that.
The mafia sound.
Yeah. Woo. Hello, sir.
How are you?
I am good. I just want to let everybody know that we are here live on location for brunch, again at Coquito Blu in Whitestone, New York. And I know you really can't see what's going on behind us too well, but we're doing the Halloween brunch today, right?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Well, last night was crazy. And I think today it's going to be crazy again.
Well, last night you had Cynthia perform it.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my God, it was gorgeous to watch.
Crazy in a good way.
Yeah. So we're here to talk to Chef because he has an amazing story. But first, let's take care of some homework. I just want to give some shout outs to Castro Beats for the exclusive music that we have for our show. So thank you to Castro Beats. And of course to Absalom, who is the official sponsor of the Mindminx show. And they're located at 223 DeGraw Avenue in Teaneck, New Jersey. Okay, let's talk about you now. So I was doing my homework and I read that you had moved here from El Salvador when you were like, what, 14 years old. And you immediately started working in a kitchen.
As a dishwasher.
Yeah. As a dishwasher. But then, like, is that where you just, like, found your love for food and cooking? Or?
Well, I think I was dropped into that, stage of life. I was running out of a war in El Salvador. So I never worked in my life. So once I started, washing dishes, I never worked in my life. So for me, that new thing and the dishwasher becomes other cook's bitch. Because you told me I can curse, right?
Yes, you does. Yes, you can.
So you become, the cook's bitch and you do everything. Then you realize that I was good at it. Not being a bitch, but to know how to cook.
And he's funny.
So then, moving my way up, cooking. Then I got married at a very young age. Then became a father at a very young age.
19, right?
That makes you wanting to do better for yourself. So I took cooking very seriously.
Okay.
Turned it into my career.
Okay.
So now, I've been doing it since 1982.
Yeah.
I don't think you were born yet.
I was.
Oh, you were?
Uh-huh.
So I've been doing that cooking since then.
40 years.
Became a chef when I was 25.
Wow.
So then I became a chef consultant because it's more challenging when you do consulting. The consulting means you create a concept,
okay,
you put a team together,
okay,
and then you move on to the next.
So you're consulting for a restaurant?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I've been doing in my past 10 years. I opened over 60 restaurants.
Wow. As a
Chef consultant.
Wow. That includes like that Mamajuana,
I created Mamajuana concept in 2006.
Wow.
And that duplicated to almost 15, 16 restaurants.
Right.
I did Sofrito, did Sazon, and 8 or 9, did a little Dominican restaurants.
Wow.
I always been associated with Dominicans in Puerto Rico.
Even though you're from El Salvador.
Listen, Mark Anthony didn't know I was Salvadorian until recently. He didn't believe me.
Really?
Like, I thought you were Puerto Rican, motherfucker. I never said I was Puerto Rican. I know how to cook Puerto Rican food, but I never said I was.
All right, I didn't give you a proper introduction. So Chef is the personal chef for Mark Anthony. So that's how good he is. And you also are the team chef for the Yankees.
And the visiting team. So you were just there a couple of weeks ago for their... Yeah, I cooked for Houston. I should have poisoned them, but they won't.
So you're a Yankees fan too.
Well, again, I think life put me in places that I didn't expect to be. And, you know, my country's all soccer. But when I came here in 2001, I happened to start working in a restaurant called Jimmy's Bronx Cafe.
Okay.
And one of the owners of Jimmy's Bronx Cafe was Ruben Sierra, which was a Yankee.
Okay.
And that's how I end up being a Yankee.
Oh, wow.
Start cooking for them and cook for him. So then I learned the game. Then I became a Yankee fan. But then I have to put that aside when I cook for the visiting team. Because you're not allowed even to laugh if they losing.
Really?
Yeah. There's a lot of rules inside the clubhouse.
Wow.
You're not supposed to laugh. You're not supposed to cheer for the other team. So it's complicated, but it's fun.
Wait, I have a question. When you're cooking, do you like already have a designated menu that you're gonna do, or do you have to like cook what the team would like to eat?
Well, it gets predetermined. And for the Yankees, the past 2 years, they've have rules now. No gluten.
Oh, wow.
And no fried. Nothing fried. Everything has to be baked. They're supposed to have 4 proteins, vegetable, starch, but with no gluten, and a salad and fruit. And that is the post game. Pre-game also has to be very light.
Wow.
So now that they have, for example, Texas has 2 team players that are vegan, so we had to produce vegan dishes. So it's kind of, you have to adapt yourself. And have a nutritionist to supervise the food.
How is that as far as, because you obviously are a creative person because you create different menus, obviously seasonally for your restaurants. How does that, does that inspire your creativity when they say to you, all right, these are the rules that you have to follow? How do you still have to make something?
Actually becomes challenging in a good way. But for example, you doing no gluten. Instead of using regular flour, you use chickpea flour. So you use alternatives.
Right.
When somebody's vegan, now that you have a lot of plant-based items, you turn them into a plant-based dish, which is it's a challenge in it. I like it.
Yeah?
I like to be challenged.
It gave you
Otherwise it becomes boring.
And do you feel like, okay, because I'm that person that I think I can I used to be able to cook, and then my kids all grew up, and now I don't really have to cook. I tell my husband he's got to fend for himself. But I feel like I can cook, but if I look in my fridge, I'm like, I have no fucking clue what to do with what I have in the fridge. To me, it's such a interesting mind to think how do you figure out?
Well, with experience, you learn. We're gonna put this calavera on the side.
They're bringing us some food.
They're bringing some food.
Oh my gosh. Here.
I didn't make it, my sous chef made it, but I created it. Well, look at
Oh my gosh.
Jose wants to eat it. He's gonna end up eating it.
Oh, let's give a shout out to Jose. Jose is one of the owners of the restaurant. Come behind so they can see us on the live.
So take a look at this. This is hanging bacon with a poached egg, almost like shakshuka. I don't know if you know what shakshuka is.
No.
Shakshuka is an Israeli dish there's tomatoes and peppers, and they cook the egg in the sauce.
Oh, wow.
So I kind of made it like that because I'm a big fan of any scissors.
It smells amazing.
And I created that with the bacon. This is a brunch item.
Oh.
That's the brunch. That's like poached eggs with a salsa criolla. The slab bacon. Smells delicious, right?
Oh, my God.
I hope you're not vegan.
I'm not vegan. No, no, no.
And then,
I eat everything, obviously.
And then we have, this is short rib ropa vieja croquette.
I saw that on one of your videos.
And this is the hanging coconut shrimp. It's I didn't invent this, but just the presentation I changed. And it's a shrimp crusted with coconut.
It smells so good. I don't mean to make anybody jealous out there, but it smells so good right now.
I'm dying over here.
Oh my God! I hope that
can you have some bacon?
All right, we're gonna do this. All right, so you're gonna have to do a lot more talking because I'm gonna be doing a lot of chewing right now.
Well, just to let you know, this bacon gets marinated in soy sauce and honey and sriracha, and then we bake it. So it's like a glazed kind of bacon. And it goes with the eggs, which you're not going to be able to eat. But the whole concept behind. Jose is dying to eat it. And then,
my God.
And then the croquettes, our engineer someone is going to eat it. And it's, again, croquettes. Basically, are made with ham, with a sauce called bechamel, but I made it with ropa vieja, short rib. It's a whole big process of making it. And people like it. Put a little touch of sriracha aioli on top. And this one, you're gonna eat this.
There's gonna be a lot of me just going, I'm shaking my head.
Sounds like my daughter.
Oh my God, he's gonna make me eat more.
And that's the coconut shrimp. We crust it, means we put flour, egg, and then we mix panko with coconut, and then we fry it to order. These dishes, put it old, but when you create a menu, you have to create for the diversity of clients that we have. We have this neighborhood is white American, but because of the name, we have people from everywhere coming here.
You got me coming all the way from Jersey.
Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Jamaicans, so I can have a little bit of everything.
That was really...
Do you like it?
Oh my God, that was really good. How am I supposed to talk if I want to?
So, but your engineers...
I feel bad. Mike, would you like one?
I'm gonna steal a piece behind the scenes.
Please do.
Really am. The one good thing I could say is I got to taste this cooking.
Oh yeah?
Back then when you were in the Bronx, when you were in Jimmy's, because I used to.
Really?
Yeah.
You're that old?
I worked there
He's that old.
as well. So yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So we used to fight when you used to make the pernil. It was.
We have it here, but I have an updated version of the pernil.
So my husband and I came for dinner when Frankie Negron was performing.
Oh yeah.
About a month and a half ago, and that's what my husband ordered. He ordered the pernil.
To make it crispy in the way you had it, I have to make it like the French do, which is a technique called confit.
Okay.
That means overnight you marinate it in salt to abstract all the moistiness of the skin. Let's give that to your...
Yeah.
And then you bake it in its own fat. Then we'll give it to you.
There we go.
Just for you, my friend. For the good old days.
Yeah, we're professionals.
So it's like 3-day process.
Wow.
To get the crispy skin, because we fry it. If you bake a pernil and you fry it, it falls apart.
Oh, wow.
So to have the crispy, you have to cook it in fat, in pork fat. And then we fry it.
So how long of a process is that? Because...
It's about 3 days.
3 days.
1 day in salt, The other day you cook it on fat, and then to order you fry.
That's amazing considering when, I'm Puerto Rican and we do make penin, but literally only for the holidays. And I almost said coquito. It's coquito time. I told you it's good. You gotta try the bacon.
I'm like, this is the minute.
Let's give him some bacon.
We gotta give you some bacon. Come back for some bacon.
And
Let him.
you're not gonna try the croquette?
I didn't try the croquette yet.
Try it. Take it. With your hand.
Oh, Jose's jealous about this one.
Jose eats it all the time.
All
Don't worry
right.
about Jose. It's all for you. Take the whole thing.
I swear to God, we're actually gonna be interviewing.
Cafe. Please. Thank you. So, going back to the pernil. So I change it. Made it more into. I still put the Latin flavor, but I use French technique.
I love that, by the way, because the first time I ever got to try French food, I was on St. Martin. And we went to a French restaurant, and I tried coq au vin for the first time.
Oh, really?
So that is one of
Chicken.
yes, it's one of my most favorite meals. I've tried to duplicate it. I'm not able to. I still haven't. But if you ever put coq au vin on your menu, I may have to be here every other night.
I have to make the Latino version of coq au vin.
Oh my gosh. But how did it go from being a dishwasher to deciding to become a chef to actually becoming a chef? But you're traveling all over the world. Like when did that happen? Like you were in France.
Well, I think I became a chef, which I think is something that made me, which is the necessity. The necessity, the circumstances make you do things to be better. Now that I have the power to travel, I think that's my pleasure. Instead of investing my money in properties, I travel over the world.
Good for you.
Because that's the way you enrich yourself and your culture, seeing other cultures, food, techniques. I took a cooking course in Thailand. It was amazing. And I went to Argentina. I cook in Argentina. So then you learn. So all that becomes a library in your head. So when I'm writing a menu, I put that in practice.
I love that. I think that's actually really beautiful because of the fact that you're right. Like the whole enriching your life. Like there's.
Oh, my son is on phone. Hi, son.
Hi, son. It's a beautiful thing to be able to enrich. And you always get, like when you go to take a trip, when you go on vacation, yes, you can take a picture, you can buy a souvenir, but that's all you have. You get to bring home that style
also,
of food.
When you are a chef, and you read books and you see pictures, it's not the same. You look at this in a magazine, then taste it.
Right.
So now you know the texture, now you know the flavor. And that's what I usually get when I go away. And it's...
And boy, does it taste good.
Oh my God, doesn't it? All right, so I didn't talk about the croquette, but it is delicious. When I tell you this meat is so tender, do you want to take those off the screen?
Yes, I wanted to eat it.
He wants us to eat it. All right, so let's put her over there.
Yep. That way.
Put it by me. It'll be okay.
Cómetelo. It's going to go to waste. No waste.
It won't go to waste. It won't go to waste, I promise. This croquette is delicious. The short rib is so tender. Yes, definitely the best.
I can barely read. I need my glasses, but that's okay. But anyway, so that's what I get from traveling. When I go to Mexico, same thing. You always like to not just, learn the culture, but also the best restaurants. When I say the best, it's not just because they're expensive, but you have gourmet food, you have home food. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to cook home food. It's a different deal. The food that my mom did for me, I can do.
We're not supposed to be able to do that.
Well, some people say, you know what? I want to go to a restaurant to feel like I'm at home, then stay home and cook home. When you go to restaurants, we make that you can make it home, and I don't know how to cook home food.
Well, so I should feel okay that I can't make coq au vin?
Of course.
Okay, good.
Coq au vin it's a professional, made by chefs, something like making creme brulee.
Oh, I love it. You make creme brulee. I saw that. I love creme brulee.
But again, I think that people don't understand when the whole revolution of the Nuevo Latino, and the Nuevo Latino took place in the 90s, and was serving Latin food the French way, the French, and I keep saying they were French. To me, they invented gastronomy. To me, they are the fathers when it comes to most of the mother sauces. I'll give you a good example. That croquette is based on bechamel. And bechamel, it's a sauce, one of the mother sauces of the French. So we're really cooking with French techniques.
Right.
The breading, the braise, all this stuff is the French techniques. So when you go to school to learn how to cook, thank you, Jose. When you go to school, that's when you learn the basics of gastronomy. So when you do refined food and do the Latino food in a different level, that's when you're using those techniques.
And it's called a saucier, right? Am I saying that?
Saucier is the one who do the sauces.
Yes.
Well, I didn't go to school, but I cooked in French restaurants. So I used to have a position called Tournant. Tournant is the person who does everybody's station.
Okay.
One day I was saucier, another day I was garde manger, which is salad. Another day was a poissonnier, and I don't know how to say it right. But poisson, it's fish in French.
Okay.
My friend in Cancun must be saying, that's not how the way you say it. Because I have a friend that speaks French. But I learned all those different stations, and that's why doing it, I learned French technique. And I'll put it in place, when I work in the restaurants.
I love that. Well, your food is amazing. And again, we are live here at Coquito Blu, located in Whitestone, New York. They're having their Halloween brunch, and it is a party back there, by the way. I love that we're doing this live broadcast. This is fun. I love this.
Cool.
Thank you. We got to try some pretty awesome food. But again, we are with Mixvibes Radio. Did I even say that to begin with?
No, it's okay.
I'm sorry.
We're enjoying this bacon.
I think it was the bacon.
My God.
The bacon made me lose my mind.
I was just telling Jose behind the scenes, before the chef, my favorite bacon was Peter Luger's bacon, right? Esto le da tres patadas.
Stupid.
Me tomé de ojo.
Thank you.
That's delicious. All right, so there's another restaurant that does the same thing, and that, I'm sorry, was nowhere near. This was like delicious. The other, I won't name any names, but there's a restaurant in New Jersey that's their claim to fame, and
Ventanas.
He said it, not me.
I opened Ventanas.
Did you?
With David Berg, yeah. So that's one of the reasons why I know how to do it.
Huh.
Because I opened a restaurant with him. Same way.
Yo, he said the restaurant right off the bat. Like, I am in so much trouble.
No, I'm not. But it's, at the end, it's the truth. You can look, actually you can see in my Instagram when I was breaking the ground of Ventana.
Really?
With David Berg. So he took some ideas from me and you exchange it.
You exchanged ideas?
I mean, look, all great artists. Picasso used to go see, Henry Matisse's artwork, and they all used to look at each other's work. Nothing is written in stone. I do it my own way.
Yeah.
And I put my different.
That was delicious. And
he don't serve it with eggs. I serve it with eggs. So there's a difference.
Well, yeah, no. Now I gotta,
But don't worry, you're not getting in trouble.
All right, let's talk about, since we're talking about other celebrity chefs such as yourself and Chef Burke, We were talking about Aaron Sanchez a little bit earlier, but you've gotten to meet quite a few chefs from Food Network because you participated in one of my favorite shows, Chopped.
And I have a funny story. When they interview you before you go on the show, they give you a list of people if you know. But they took me off guard. They're like, do you know Aaron Sanchez? Yeah, of course. He wasn't able to be as a judge.
A judge that day. Oh, okay.
Aaron Sanchez used to make my special when he was talking 1994, 95.
Wow.
I used to pay him $150 to make my specials in a Mexican restaurant called Marianne's.
Wow.
And I know Aaron since he was 18 years old. So we're friends.
Uh-huh.
You know, he became bigger than most of my friends because he's one of the co-hosts for Gordon Ramsay in the House Kitchen.
Uh-huh.
So he's huge. And he's not a Chopped judge anymore.
No?
So when I wasn't Chopped, he wasn't there.
He wasn't allowed to?
No, because he's my friend.
So as soon as I saw that, when I tell you I tried to find what season you were on, I needed to see that. I was not able to find where I could.
It was 2000.
2011.
13.
Oh, 11.
I forgot. So many years.
I want to say it was like season 4. I couldn't find. I promise you, I do my homework, but I couldn't find anywhere that would let me watch it.
But you know what? Because I was disqualified, I got more fans because they said it wasn't fair. I only got disqualified because I was running with a knife to try to open a clam. The clam was this big. I never seen a clam that big. So when I saw it was boiling water, I put the clams in the boiling water. But I put too many, so the temperature went down in the water. So I had to take it out. I went across the sink to try to open it. And I tried to use my knife to open the clam. I did open it. I passed to the second round. Then when they saw that in the slow motion, like, you were running with a knife. Me running with a knife. So they showed me in the slow motion, running with a knife. So I get
Because you were running with a knife.
Yeah.
But it's a timed show. You literally have X amount of minutes to create something. Wait, what were your ingredients? Dude, all right, I love this show. I love that you were on it. What did you think of that experience? Again, you have to like be so creative because they give you these like odd ingredients. 4 ingredients, right?
Yeah. But and then they give you a walkthrough before the show starts to the dry storage, the refrigerators. So whatever you decide to create, you have more ingredients in the back.
Right.
Like I did a clam ceviche, so I knew that I had cilantro in the refrigerator, that I had lime juice, that I had vinegar. So, I created it.
Right.
Then my second one was lamb loin. So I saw that they had juniper berries. That was venison. So venison goes very well with juniper berries. So, but remember, I cooked in a lot of different restaurants. I used to cook at the Ritz-Carlton, the Barbizon Hotel, the Orion, the St. Martin's Balthazar. So I've been around the block. So
you think? Yeah, you think? You've been around quite a few different blocks too.
Yep.
Everything smells so good. How am I supposed to concentrate? How are you doing back there concentrating? You can't function, right? Oh my gosh. All right, so hi everybody. Okay. So you were disqualified because you were running with a knife. You know how mad I will be to watch that episode now that I know you personally? What did you think of the other contestants? Wasn't it the blonde? Who was one of the contestants with you?
I forgot.
Oh, you forgot?
The 4 of us. Then in the second round, we got 3. Then the last one, I forgot the names. But they were okay. They were good. But to me, it wasn't fair. But I don't want to sound like a bad loser. I thought my food was better. Of course, it was me.
Well, obviously, it was definitely. I don't want to say rigged. I think that's a horrible word, but obviously, you're right. Like you had such a that is such a. I thought they were.
I don't compete anymore. I feel like I'm overqualified, and I open so many restaurants. And opening more restaurants makes you have more experience, because every restaurant is a different world.
Right.
And every, kitchen is different. And I work kitchens that only have electric equipment. That's a challenge. Cooking with electricity and not with fire. Big difference.
Wow.
I hate it. I hate cooking with electricity.
Okay.
It takes longer. It's different. But again, to me, the whole challenge of creating something new is the adrenaline that you get in the restaurant.
Love it. So have you opened restaurants just in New York, or have you gone?
No, I opened 2 restaurants in the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
The both were Mamajuana. One was in the both were the capital. One was in Zona Colonial, and the other one was in the center of the capital. I opened one in Fort Lauderdale in Florida. I opened in 1994 as a cook, a restaurant in Puerto Rico.
Really?
Hotel San Juan.
Okay.
So those are my experience. And when I had the TV show on TLC, I used to go cook in other countries. And now as a chef, now quote, successful, I get invited in El Salvador. Actually, I did open a restaurant in El Salvador.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was owned by Michelob Ultra. So the whole menu
I remember that. I remember
was
reading
based on, has to be beer pairing.
that. Okay.
But since Michelob Ultra is supposed to be light, everything has to be kind of like keto friendly.
Okay. Keto friendly. With beer.
With beer. But it closed with the pandemic.
Oh.
But I opened it right before the pandemic in San Salvador. Then I've been in Mexico. I've been invited to do cooking. I was invited at the Coquito Blu cooking school in Cancun to raise money for the kids that are burned, the burning kids.
Aww.
So I like to do that a lot.
You're definitely a philanthropist. I do
Yes,
know that I have some. I lost my notes. I have.
Right.
Oh, thank you. I do know that you do a lot of work for the Christian Rivera Foundation.
Yes, I did at the beginning. Then also, I do almost every year for Autism Speaks. Did it Cipriani's. I also for St. George's Hospital. I like it. Not every time you have to make money when you cook.
Right.
In the pandemic, I cooked for the World Center Kitchen. The whole pandemic was a year.
Wow.
Doing lunches for people in need. So it's kind of cool. Makes you feel good.
Sure.
But I still cook with the same intensity that when I cook for Mark Anthony, that when I cook for, fundraising. It's in your blood. And I tell people, it's either, in Spanish, it's o eres o no eres. Or you are or you're not.
Right.
And if you're a cook,
You're a
you have to
cook.
cook with the same passion.
Regardless.
No matter for who it is.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
I understand.
Because I'm not getting paid. I cook it with the same intensity because it's passion. So I think the flavors and the whole presentation reflects on what the love you put in the food. When my sous chef, my cook asked me, "Chef, what's missing?" I say love.
Aww.
Because when you put love, you put pride. It's different. That's why your mother's food was delicious.
Yeah.
Because she cook it with love. Not because she has to feed you, but then she does it with love.
Yeah. And you can never duplicate that. That's
No.
not.
No. Till one time I was interviewed on a newspaper person from El Salvador and said, "I'll give you 10 seconds to answer this question. What will be the last 3 meals that you will eat if you die tomorrow?" And the first thing that came to my head, the first one, was my mother's beans and eggs.
Really?
The Salvadorian meal that I ate when I was little. Have you seen the movie Ratatouille?
Yes.
Same thing. He won the sympathy of this guy who's the bad critic, bringing him back to his when he was a child.
Childhood, yes.
So same thing, me as a chef, my mother's beans are the best.
Aw.
But it's back of my head when I was little.
Yeah.
And then of course I say the second dish was the steak tartare that I ate in Barcelona. And the third one was fish meatballs from Tel Aviv, Israel.
Fish meatballs.
Amazing.
Really?
I love Israeli food. In fact, I'm infatuated with Israeli food.
Really?
Yeah, I love it.
I think the first thing that came to my head was chicken marsala. As soon as he said that.
Second meal.
Second meal? Oh my God, I don't know. I
10
think,
seconds.
Coco Van.
Number 3. Can you put these dishes?
Well, they're all French, yeah. Arroz con gandules.
There you go. What about you?
Have a,
Don't get I love food so much. She knows. During the pandemic, I said it's either barber school or culinary arts school. That's how much I love cooking.
Really?
I learned how to cook everything from my grandma except for bacalaitos. She passed away and I never got to learn how to do that. And I'm determined this year I'm going to do it.
So if you would get to die tomorrow, God forbid, what would be your last 3 meals? Come on, you got 10 seconds.
Carne beef, arroz con salchicha, and pernil.
There you go.
I'm gonna go out with a fat stomach.
ooh, and truffle fries. And truffle fries.
I'll trouble fries. Now you've been fancy.
I love truffle fries. You make truffle fries here?
Yeah.
I love truffle fries. I think that made me happy when I saw that on your menu.
And manchego cheese. I put manchego. But also there is a lot of people and a lot of chefs or cooks, they put truffle oil in the fries and that makes it greasy. But there is dry truffle cheese and then also there is truffle salt. So if you put truffle salt and truffle cheese, when you mix them with the warm, it melts into the fry.
Really?
And then it's greasy.
Okay, so all right, I need to ask for like some at-home advice really quickly.
All
right, so I'm like on a weight loss journey. So I want to make my own truffle fries at home, like in the air fryer.
Okay.
So would you recommend
When they come out, buy the dry truffle cheese.
dry truffle cheese?
The Italians make almost like Parmesan infused with truffle.
Okay,
And then buy truffle salt.
okay.
So when they come out,
Just,
you mix them and that's it.
oh my God, we're going to try that. We're going to try that. I'm
Send me
going
a
to tag
picture.
you. I'm going
I
to
give you
tag
credit.
you. Yeah, 100% I will.
I got a question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump in real here on one because we're talking about all this new food, right?
Uh-huh.
Chef, you're introducing a new fall menu, right? Correct? Can
Yeah.
you tell us about it?
New formula.
The fall,
The fall menu,
fall menu.
winter
Oh, yes,
menu.
well-
Well, we kind of looked at it earlier.
Here's the thing. In New York, we have the chance to change the menu 4 times a year. In other states like Florida or California, it's the same weather. So when I create a menu, I think of what people eat in the winter time. So winter goes for comfort food, meat, cheese, cream, heavy stuff, and ingredients that are not available during summertime.
Right.
For example, summer, nobody really eats a lot of apple or pumpkin or sweet potato.
Right.
So for this new menu, the croquettes that you ate,
Yep.
the ropa vieja croquettes,
I still
short
got
ribs.
some here.
So the short ribs, we braise them in, red wine and veal stock, and then we shred it and turn it into a croquette. So it's heavy. Coconut shrimp, it's not a really winter dish, but it's fried, it's breaded, so it's kind of a little heavier. We also had the lamb chops. embrace short ribs is also in the menu. So it's kind of, I don't want to say the word heavy, but it goes well with the winter.
Right. It's heartwarming.
I did pasta with a smoked chicken,
Nice.
cream, manchego cheese. So to keep it warm, and of course for the winter, it's a perfect dishes. And the best way to find out is to come and try it.
Yes, absolutely.
I want to ask one more thing.
Oh, hurry up. No, I'm just kidding.
I want to take my family to try alligator, the fried alligator. And is there any place in New York that you know that does that? Because we're from.
I think there is one of them.
Fried
the name.
alligator?
But you know what? I tried. I didn't like it.
No.
The one I go is frog legs, but I don't like alligator or snake, all that shit.
What is the strangest thing you've ever eaten or had to cook?
Actually, to eat, las hormigas, el huevo de las hormigas, como se dice,
The ants, the eggs?
el huevito de las hormigas. Escamoles, se llama in Mexico. I had guacamole with that and tacos con, como se dice grillo en inglés.
Oh, nah.
Ah.
A grillo, the cricket?
Yes,
You had cricket?
they made tacos in Mexico.
Like the whole cricket?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're very crunchy. I forgot what the name of it.
I stay with the bacon.
And here, one of the new dishes. So it's filet mignon tacos. And we put a Peruvian dish. And now I'm trying to call it like Peruvian lomo saltado because a lot of people, because of the name Coquito Blu, must be Puerto Rican. So this is not Puerto Rican. Or the pernil is not Puerto Rican.
Oh my God, really?
But did I ever say this is Puerto
Puerto
Rican?
Rican restaurant?
At the end of the day, and this is a good statement, chef, when you call yourself a chef, you have to put your own touch to the dishes. Otherwise, you're not a chef. You know what I mean? I don't want to cook like my mother. I don't want to cook like your mother. You know what I mean? If you come to a restaurant, if you expect, one time somebody called me to the table, he said, these beans don't taste like my mother's beans. Please, with all your respect, I don't want to cook like your mother. Otherwise, I wouldn't make it at this point in my career. But this is my version of my beans. This is my version of the Puerto Rican pernil. You know what's funny? People, I have bacalaitos here. And you know my biggest complaint that I get sometimes with the bacalaitos? Too much bacalao. In Puerto Rico, they don't serve it like that. You know why?
Too much fish.
Because in Puerto Rico,
You don't have the money.
they put more flour.
Yeah, they don't
than
have the money
bacalao
for the fish.
because it's expensive. So you like the cheap stuff? Good for you. But if you paying $18 for bacalaito here, I better give you bacalao.
There was somebody said there was too much fish. Wow.
Too much bacalao. No, the best one I ever got, somebody said, say, everything good with the food? The steak tastes too much like meat. Let me ask you something. What is the steak supposed to taste like? Chicken? Seriously. That's when my chef comes out of my body. I'm like, okay, it's time for me to go to this table.
I'm sorry. God bless your patience. God bless your patience.
I mean, sometimes some customers, very hard to please. But
Well, you can't please everyone, but some of these comments, like it tastes too much like steak.
yeah, it tastes like meat.
It
When you
tastes
eat
like
a
meat.
steak,
Okay.
it's supposed to taste like.
I would have just said thank you to all of those. These don't taste like my mother's beans. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad. Jose sometimes comes in.
What did
Oh,
Jose
yeah.
complain about?
This doesn't taste like I would make it. I'm just kidding. He always hungry.
He's always
This kid is always hungry. So when I see him, I'm like, everybody, close the refrigerator.
All right, well, I have literally taken an hour of your time that you're
Okay.
supposed to be in the kitchen, and I want to thank you so much for
You're very
that.
welcome.
Is there anything else that you want to share with us? I mean, I'll keep you all day. I don't
To
care.
try Well, I'm here because of you.
Oh, okay.
I don't work on Sundays.
Oh, you know what? Oh, thank you so much for coming in then, sir.
Well, this guy every day is calling me, be on time. I thought I was coming to the Oscars. I make sure that your voice is not the voice I have.
I love the raspiness.
Make sure you take a shower.
Make sure you take a...
I'm like, listen, I'm glad to meet you. And I don't know, I worked with him before. What I need to say is like, come and try Coquito Blu. We are in Queens, Whitestone, Queens, just crossing the bridge.
Yep.
And it's, it's not a typical Latino place. You won't hear bachata or you won't be loud music. And the food, we make it not just for Puerto Ricans. Also Puerto Rican, our concept is Latin style menu. And that means, remember when you say Latin America, it's 22 countries.
Yes.
When I say 22 countries, you have to include Cuba, Dominican Republic, Portugal, and Spain, because our influence in cooking comes from Portugal and Spain.
Yeah.
We made exchange with Christopher Columbus.
Yep.
Corn for rice, turkey, so we learn all these ingredients. So when you see all these different ingredients, I always say this, if my mother would have the money or the chance to be created when we were back in my country, I would have probably ended up eating foie gras. But I only ate rice and beans because that's the only thing we could afford. But we're in America, you find everything from everywhere. You be creative. So let's be open-minded when it comes to food and try new dishes.
Well, I love that. I'm very grateful to have met you. Your food is delicious.
Thank you.
And I'm pretty sure that I would say at least 50% of anyone who's done any restaurant in the tri-state area has probably tried a food of yours with the amount of influence you have.
Yeah, so I don't know if any of your viewers have a culinary question I can answer.
Oh, does anybody have any questions? People are still hopping on. They can't hear us. That's okay. I'll link the.
This is a sneak peek behind.
Yeah, this is a sneak peek. We'll link the. They can't hear us because.
Oh, okay.
We're on the mics, but the mics aren't connected to them.
Oh.
It's okay. What?
Somebody said the music is too loud.
Yeah. But don't worry, it's not loud here. It's not loud here. Hi, everyone.
Yeah, they can't hear it.
You guys are going to love the interview once you guys get to hear it.
Yes.
And come out here, you're going to love the food. I mean, it's...
All right, tell me the address here because I just know how to get here.
It was in 19...
What's the address here?
What's the address
coño.
here?
La dirección.
1911 Francis Lewis Boulevard in Whitestone, New York. Coquito Blu. You guys need to be here right now because, I don't know if it's packed that they can't take anybody else right now, but it is hopping. There's a party here.
The brunch is phenomenal.
There's a party happening right now. It's a brunch party. So they're in costumes. There's people in costumes. Yeah. So thank you so much,
You're welcome.
Chef. I apologize for
Next time you come in with your husband, let me know.
Okay.
I'll cook for you.
Thank you. Actually, we will be back with a special guest on, but it's a Sunday, and you're off on Sundays. But we'll come. My husband and I will come in.
Thank you.
All right. So everybody, it is a brand new week. So go own it and mind your favorite minx and join us next time. Have a great week, everybody. Thank you.